While plotting this pestle, in case you have any query, please feel free. Feel free to ask. We'll give it another couple of more minutes for you to pen down your thoughts. So this is the pestle model, and just put up a slide on the screen. This will help you to narrow down your thoughts. Okay. Another 2 minutes, last 2 minutes, and then we'll kick off the discussion. Today, let's start. Yeah, so we'll start with the political factors. Yeah, anybody wants to share his or her thoughts? आपने जो दो positive, negative pen down करे हैं. Anybody wants to share that?
So good morning.
Yeah, Rahul.
I have positive. I'm not sure of the negative, but I have two positives. One is they can lobby, that is greater reach with the politicians, and can suppress opposition, like how it happened in the mid when the local retail shop owners were having a problem because of this e-commerce business, that kind of a thing.
Yeah, so So the point that you're trying to highlight, that given the size of the Amazon and Flipkart, they can come together and lobby with the government and try and suppress the interest of smaller segments, which might be driven more from a political perspective. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Point taken. But I think this is past now. I don't think, especially from an Indian market's perspective, this is going to create any impact in the future or in the present. I think this was the scenario, I think, at a very initial stage when these e-commerce giants were trying to enter into the markets. But I think, do you expect this to happen now in the near future? Anything to do with this? Because I think because of these players, a lot of retail players have got a benefit as well. So let's take an example. You have a shop in a particular area, and earlier you were able to only cater to the particular reach. Now, because you can tie up with Amazon, you've realized that it's not that Amazon will, or these e-commerce players will come and destroy your business. These are helping you to expand your business as well. It's just you need to change certain business strategies and you need to evolve over a period of time rather than just getting into the rigid mindset. No, I will sell my product through this way. So I think I don't know. So let me hear from you. So you still believe it's going to impact in the future?
Not exactly, sir.
Okay. And what's your second point? You said 2 points.
No, that only, sir.
Okay. Anybody else on the political?
One of the negative could be digital infrastructure, which is actually hampering. There's lack of digital infrastructure in the country, due to which the e-commerce should be expanding at a greater rate, but it is not. When we compare it with the US, it's 15% of the shopping is through e-commerce as in online, and wherein in India it's only 5%. So there's the gap which needs to be filled with the negative point of digital infrastructure development.
Yeah, that's correct, Nancy. But will this point in not fall in a technological factor, or will this fall in a political?
Okay, but somewhere I feel that this digital infrastructure development would be, yeah, I agree, it could be in the technology as well, but this is a effort of the government, right? This needs to be done from the government end. So
in my view, I think from a political perspective, I would put this in positive segment, because this entire demonetization campaign that was launched a couple of years back was a significant push from the government saying go digital, use digital payments, and they created more favorable environment for making digital or using digital payments. If you remember, I think before demonetization, the local vendors or local shop do not used to have these Paytms or other digital payment channels, correct? Think of a vegetable seller, but the entire demonetization that was created, I don't want to get into that debate of what was the agenda, but at least one of the push that the government pushed through the media is that they wanted to promote digital, and after that, small shops, small vendors, they got into the digital payments mode as well. So I think that's a positive, but I think I agree with you. Another point is pushing through the media and telling people to use this. That's one part of it. That's more of making awareness. But you need to do a lot of other things. Other things means, of course, that as you mentioned, you need to create that infrastructure. And more than that, I think you need to create a legal environment as well. So suppose आज आप एक digital payment कर रहे हो, वो digital payment स्टक हो गया, या लेट्स अज्यूम वो पेमेंट किसी और के अकाउंट में गलती से चला गया है, या वेंडर ने कर लिया, whatever, anything that currently in
Right.
India, the laws are pretty much on the liberal side. There's no clarity on the digital. There's no law for the entire e-commerce segment as of today. The way you have in the UK and US markets, those are pretty strict laws. So which means if something is being delivered at your doorstep and you find it the product is not to be correct, there's a legal obligation on that player or Amazon in this example to take care of certain things. In India, it's not a legal obligation, correct? अगर प्रोडक्ट में लिखा हुआ है कि रिटर्न होगा, रिप्लेस होगा, तो ठीक है, but let's say the product does not allow that return and replacement flexibility, but the product is delivered is not right, then you have no option, right? You can continue to run from pillar to post or keep on calling customer care, but I think the resolution doesn't come out.
Yes, yes, that's another. Can I continue?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I had another point on the positive side, wherein recording of the social behavior and monetization of the data. The new e-commerce policy, it's not new, I should say, but the e-commerce policy has brought this in the favor of the e-commerce industry, wherein they can record the social behavior of the online customers and monetize that data, sell that data locally. They can't sell it abroad, but they can sell it locally. They can't store it abroad, but they can sell it locally as well as abroad. So this, I see it as positive on the political side.
Yeah,
This
agree.
policy,
But how?
yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, the change was somewhere in 2019. I think this change came in 2019, in the 2019 policy.
Yeah, will this not be legal? Because this is a change in the law. So I'm just trying to understand how are we putting this?
Then I think I am getting confused between political and legal. So when you say political, what criteria you will fit into? What kind of criteria you will fit into this political head?
So political would be, let's say, supporting, let's say, digital payment. I suppose in India we have major two governments, let's say BJP and Congress, and let's say one government is pro digital payments, another government is not pro to digital payments. So, and there's elections which is likely to happen in the next couple of years. So, which means if it's the government comes in which is pro to digital payment, and it's a positive for the. So those means when you say political, anything to do with change of the law uh, falls into category of the legal. I understand there's an overlap because वो policy कौन change करता है, वो policy change parliament के through act amendment होके ही जाता है, and I understand that's the reason. अगर आप देखोगे historically जो original model है PEST, उसमें legal था ही नहीं. इनफैक्ट अगर आप स्लाइड में देखोगे L और E की स्लाइड ही नहीं है. So पहले P के अंदर ही वो L आ जाता था, legal आ जाता था. But now because you want to make the distinction, that's why anything to change with the law falls into the legal category rather than putting into the political category.
Okay.
So, for example, this demonetization. In demonetization, the banning of those old currency notes was the law, but the law was driven by a political agenda. Let's assume. So, I will say banning of those old currency notes. I will put that under legal. But after that, they were the politicians or a prime minister or any senior leader from the ruling government at that time, in all those interactions with media, they were trying to promote the usage of the digital payment. Now that is not a law, correct? There is no law in India as of now. You have to use the digital payment, but if the prime minister or the senior leader of the ruling government comes out in the media and again saying use this. Now that starts falling in the political environment. So that's a small distinction that helps us to put or that bifurcate between political and the legal part.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Any other point, Nancy? Okay. Next, who want to go next? Please share your thoughts. You can share political, economical, social, in case we have points for the others as well. That's also okay. Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
Economical, the impact is positive because due to e-commerce spending has increased. So it directly impacts on revenue. So that is positive for economy.
Okay, spending has gone up. I would say spending की जगह economic activity. So वो circle होता है. अगर आप spend करोगे तो किसी की income होगी, वो income फिर वापस आपके पास आएगी घूम के. So economic activity वो होगी. ठीक है.
Right.
Yeah. Anji, next. Anything else is that, or anybody wants to add? I think there's so many points. I don't know whether you honestly use that time जो मैंने आपको दिया था, and that's what I'm trying to tell you again and again, guys. If you're into that mode of go ahead.
Yeah. One of the negative points on the economic side could be the fierce competition and the discount wars, which these e-commerce companies are facing, which are actually dipping their profit badly, and margins are reducing.
Yeah, agree. Because of this competition, these big billion sale and aggressive discount sales, especially during big festive season in India, all these, creates an impact on their margin. You're right, and that could be another economic part of it, right?
So their fixed cost remains same, thus increasing whatever. Even if they make whatever turnover, their fixed cost remains same, so their profit increases at least somewhat.
Yes, they're two to increase that sale. They start giving an aggressive discount. In that discount, you're reducing your profit margin. Now it's like this: आपको 5 product बेच के per product 10 रुपए कमाने, which means your profit comes out to 3 rupees. That is one strategy. Another strategy is I would sell 20 units per unit. My profit margin would be 2.5 rupees, and hence I will get profit of 50 rupees. In both cases, you will land up with a profit of 50 rupees. Which way you want to go? You want to play more on the quantity and lower on the price, or vice versa is the call that you need to take. Like we can compare the business model of BMW and Maruti in India. Right? The BMW doesn't sell too many cars, but each unit that they will sell will be huge profit margin sitting into that transaction. Whereas Maruti does not make too much of big profits per unit, but because they sell too many units, both the companies at the end makes the same or equivalent kind of a product. I'm just taking an example, so I'm not trying to say they make equal. I'm trying to tell you they get a similar profit segments. So both are different business models.
Understood, sir.
Anji, more points. Go ahead.
The impact of change in government. So there might be one government who would support development of e-commerce, and if there is a change in government, that is a threat for e-commerce.
हाँ, but India context agree, right point. But India context में specific बताओ, generic हो गया, ऐसा हो सकता है, ऐसा हो सकता है. Indian context में specific बताओ. So we have majorly two ruling or 3 ruling governments. आप कौन सी government को क्या? So need to be more specific in Indian context.
So like BJP government is more inclined towards made in India, so they'll encourage Indian apps or Indian e-commerce industry. And maybe if there is a change in government, say if the government focuses from BJP to Congress, then they might encourage an foreign direct investment or foreign e-commerce industry.
So how is this different? I still don't understand. So how will this will impact Indian e-commerce sector? अगर वो ऐप बैन भी करेगी तो व्हाट इज गेटिंग इम्पैक्टेड? नथिंग इज गेटिंग इम्पैक्टेड. जो ऐप बैन हो रही है वो ई-कॉमर्स सेगमेंट में थोड़ा है.
But the industry तो say Indian app है, जैसे Amazon पे है, I get wide variety of products which are usually not available in India. So there are many products which are not available on Flipkart. So Flipkart is an Indian app. So Flipkart पे काफी सारी चीजें होती नहीं है जो Amazon पे मिल सकती है, because they are typically the vendors are or the production people are from foreign countries.
तो अब वो नहीं मिल रही बैन होने के. अभी भी मिल रही है. So I'm just trying to understand what is the impact.
अगर Amazon अगर बैन करते हैं तो या बैन होता है,
Amazon क्यों बैन करेगा? कौन सी गवर्नमेंट आपको लग रहा है Amazon बैन करने का प्लान कर रही है?
तो गवर्नमेंट का रूलिंग that can change ना. जैसे अभी because we have a high tension with China, so all the Chinese apps are banned.
स्वप्निल, ऐसे तो बहुत कुछ हो सकता है. ये भी हो सकता है, वो भी हो सकता है. I'm saying anything that you can foresee कि हाँ ऐसा कुछ हुआ है या ऐसे रीजन की वजह से मुझे लग रहा है कि Amazon के ऐप को बंद किया जाएगा, Amazon को इंडिया से बाहर निकाला जाएगा, ऐसा कुछ आपको लग रहा है कि कोई न्यूज से, कोई इंटरप्रिटेशन से? तो चाइना के लिए आप करेक्ट, यू आर सेइंग देयर इज अ टेंशन, देयर इज जियोपॉलिटिकल इशू between our country and China. So that is a reason why I can agree that yes, there if the Amazon is a China based company or a vendor, then I could have taken your point. But यहाँ पे ऐसा क्या रीजन है जिसके वजह से आपको लग रहा है कि Amazon बंद हो जाएगा? थोड़ा स्पेसिफिक अगर बताओगे तो हेल्प होगा. अदरवाइज दिस गोज ऑल ओवर. आई एग्री कि गवर्नमेंट कैन चेंज द पॉलिसी, बट वो तो लॉस लॉजिक से तो कहीं पे भी कुछ भी कर सकती है. हाँ जी, नेक्स्ट.
Sir, in economic factor also impacted employment. तो employment जो है वो बढ़ गया है, लोगों के इनकम बढ़ गया है, तो वो भी एक इकोनॉमिकल पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट है. Hello.
So just one question.
Sorry, I wasn't mute to that. So yes, so ये सेम पॉइंट है जो आई थिंक पहले किसी ने बोला था कि इकोनॉमिक एक्टिव, आप ही ने बोला था ना, करेक्ट? स्पेंडिंग.
हाँ, मैंने बोला था उसमें. हाँ,
तो वो पूरा साइकिल
रेवेन्यू का बोला था. तो
करेक्ट,
एम्प्लॉयमेंट
साइकिल.
बढ़ गया. राइट.
स्पेंडिंग, कस्टमर का स्पेंडिंग इंक्रीज होगा तो
हाँ,
शॉपकीपर का रेवेन्यू इंक्रीज होगा. रेवेन्यू इंक्रीज हो करने के लिए उसको ज्यादा एम्प्लॉयमेंट करना पड़ेगा.
करेक्ट.
वो फिर किसी सप्लायर से प्रोडक्ट खरीदेगा, वो सप्लायर का रेवेन्यू ऊपर जाएगा. तो ये पूरा लिंक है, साइकिल.
ठीक है. ओके गॉट इट.
इसलिए इसको हम पूरा इकोनॉमिक साइकिल, इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी करके बोल सकते हैं कि वो पूरा उस पे स्टार्ट हो जाता है.
ओके थैंक
So one question: are we just talking about Amazon or all e-commerce?
Talking about e-commerce, India e-commerce sector, मैं कोई प्लेयर की बात नहीं कर रहा. Pestle is not more on an individual player. Pestle is more about the sector or industry. हाँ, अब because India में Amazon and Flipkart are too big, so we can take those as an example, but we're talking more about the industry or a sector.
So then I'll put a point: creating employment, like the way Swiggy and Zomato did with respect to the this thing.
Yeah, correct. That's also e-commerce, correct? Why only that? Uber, Ola and Uber, that's also e-commerce, correct? I don't know whether you realize this or not. That's also e-commerce. Ola and Uber business is falls under e-commerce segment. Is that clear to everyone why Ola and Uber, or how does Ola and Uber fall under e-commerce, or you want me to explain that?
So clear with me. I don't. Others can ask.
Okay, so I take that as clear ही होगा सबको, and I think I will not go into this again and again. Then I said, Bharat, you don't respond. It's a problem for you, not for me. But okay, yeah. Other points.
So just one more another question. Best is
Go
with
ahead.
respect to external factors of the company, right?
Sorry.
Pest analysis is with respect to the external factors of the company, right? Or the whatever it is. It is not with respect to internal operations.
हाँ, majorly no. Internal operation वो SWOT में चला जाता है, strength weaknesses में. And as I said, Rahul, the pestle is not about an individual company. Pestle is more about the environment, sector, industry. तो sector और industry का जब आप करोगे तो हमेशा external ही होगा ना, क्योंकि वो कोई individual company तो है नहीं.
Okay, understood, sir.
One point we can take is the growing population and the word of mouth, which is helping the e-commerce industry grow.
Correct.
So
That's correct. So to me, that's the
that
social.
will fall under social.
Social, yes. For example, if your friend, suppose buy something from home through e-commerce, okay, then because of this entire social media and this other apps which doesn't fall into e-commerce but like WhatsApp, Facebook, stuff like this, it's very quickly and easy to spread that message, correct? And share those feedback, reviews, both ways. अगर आपको कुछ अच्छा लगा तो भी और अच्छा नहीं लगा तो भी, ठीक है? And then if you get to know from, let's say, Insta or from some WhatsApp from your friend, it's she or he has purchased something and this is a review, this is the feedback. So of course, it helps you. It helps you to quickly make the transaction also.
Right.
So yeah, that's falls under another point. Again, I think which is very similar, probably addition to what Nancy was. I think Nancy highlighted that is the technical part of it, technology part of it. So this entire internet penetration and the smartphone, the increase in the usage of the smartphone. In my view, that's also something which is very positive because मैं लैपटॉप से भी कर सकता हूँ, but लैपटॉप पूरे दिन में I might not be carrying throughout the day, but when I carry a smartphone and in most of the places I have an internet connection, then even if I'm traveling, I'm sitting in an office and let's say I'm having a break or something like this, then I can browse through those apps and make those transactions, correct? So it increase the usage or it results in a more transaction. अगर वो सिर्फ लैपटॉप बेस्ड हो या हो तो आई थिंक वो कम हो जाएगा. मेट्रोज में आई हैव सीन पीपल ट्रैवलिंग टू लॉट ऑफ परचेज एंड ट्रांजैक्शंस during the travel time as well. So it is both usage of the smartphone and the internet penetration.
Yeah, the internet charges have dropped drastically. So
correct.
that is helping the industry grow.
Correct. Both ways. Agree, charges and charges drop होने के साथ साथ जो इंटरनेट का इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है वो भी धीरे धीरे इंक्रीज होना शुरू. हाँ, वो पीपल पहले इंटरनेट मेजरली आपके टियर 1 सिटीज में आता था. टियर 2 सिटीज में इतना नहीं आसानी से मिलता था. अब टियर 2 सिटीज, टियर 3 सिटीज में इंटरनेट आना शुरू हो गया है. Internet has got into the reach of middle income group. Now more than middle income group, जो lower income group है उनकी भी reach में इंटरनेट आएगा. As you said, prices gone down, तो वो लोग भी अब इसको afford कर सकते हैं, correct? I've seen maids or cooks coming in my house. They're holding a decent smartphone with decent internet plans. So that's all is what is helping them to do those transactions, correct?
Right. And actually, the maids are also demanding these days that payment should be made to them online or through some apps so that it is easier for them to manage their expenses. So this could not be generalized, but I have seen that I've heard from few friends as well as I've experienced it myself also, that maids are demanding the online payment only.
Anji, any other points? So social, I think the another point of the social is the change of the mindset. If you speak to your grandparent or probably uh, people in a higher age segment, if you ask them, they still are not very comfortable of making these transactions through online. They believe uh, they believe that when you go to the shop and look at the product, touch and feel, you speak to someone, take a demo, those generally helps you to make a better transaction. So, but over a period of time, that mindset is changing, correct? The ticket size is going up. So earlier when e-commerce came into India, think of 10 years back, आपकी मैक्सिमम ट्रांजेक्शन वैल्यू ई कॉमर्स की क्या होती होगी? वन ट्रांजेक्शन की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं, 5,000 10,000, ठीक है? अब now people have started spending up to one transaction 50,000 40,000 as well. People start buying much more bigger products in terms of the value. So as the confidence of the customer is going up on these platforms, and the mindset is changing, that they do not want to step out, and this is entire lockdown has also created a different mindset, right? That I don't need to step out from my house for buying all these stuffs, be it a grocery or be it other stuff which can be delivered at your doorstep. So, and people have now started accepting the fact as well that they are okay to pay an extra price as well. That's also very important, because during lockdown, when I was speaking to most of the people, I realized that they're very comfortable of paying an extra price. ठीक है, अगर वो delivery free नहीं भी है and stuff like this. And I think that's a change of the mindset, that if you're getting the convenience of getting this delivered at your doorstep, I'm okay to pay. I'm not saying that everybody has got this mindset, but yes, there is a change that's happening, and it will take some more time to get the change to a much more wider audience. So that's again becomes one of the social factors. Yeah. So any other point? So you discuss something on the political, economic, social, technological. Hanji.
I don't know if this point sits, 2-3 points. I don't know if they sit in political, technological, but one is people are getting comfortable, at least in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, people are actually getting comfortable with the, at least the idea of online classes. That is one. Second is social, negative of social is that you can order things. I don't know if this is correct, but you can order things which you can abuse. Like example, there is medical pharmacies online, and if somebody knows a way through, they can take up with a false prescription or something, with items which cannot they can abuse.
Correct. All this will turn out to be e-commerce. The online that teaching and a learning concept is nothing but an e-commerce segment. It's a combination of education and e-commerce industry. Yeah. Any other point? Any other point, guys?
Lifestyle changes could be another point, wherein more people are these days having a busy lifestyle, and they prefer that once they come home, things are ready for them. um, See, so if they order it through online, they will automatically, they don't have to put extra effort to go and pick that up, or go and select it's all it's time saving. So due to the lifestyle changes, wherein time is a crucial part, we don't prefer going to a shop and choosing and then picking it up. Rather than
Yeah.
we just select it online and get it done.
Correct. So that's covered in the social. Education, again, very similar, as in when more people are getting educated in terms of the usage of the smartphone, how do I place an order, how do I use an internet. There's a I'm not sure about Flipkart, but I think Amazon, I've seen they have launched their app or website in Hindi as well, in some of the local languages in some of the other cities as well. So this again helps, correct? So somebody, especially in an older generation, if somebody who's not too comfortable of understanding in one language, but they prefer their they are comfortable with in their local language, and then if some of these e-commerce giants are able to convert that app into the local languages as well, so then again it's we're trying to get that business as well. It's also a cultural, I don't know whether you realize this or not. Uh, for example, let's assume, let me think of, yeah. So for example, this Ganpati festive, Ganpati, जो महाराष्ट्र में is one of the very big festive, correct? But when you look at some other segments, you go towards the other part of the country, वहाँ पे Durga Puja, and then when you look at north side में Durga Puja and these Ganpati Visurgence is I'm not saying that people don't celebrate, but it's not so big. I don't know if you're from Mumbai or what's the composition of this batch? I don't recollect, but it's a Delhi based batch, it's a mixed batch. क्या composition is batch?
It's mixed bag. I think it's, most of the people from Mumbai.
So yes, then you can connect what I'm saying. So in Mumbai, the Ganpati Visurgence is massive, correct? It's now when you look at Amazon, this is what I've realized, that when you change the pin codes, for example, and I did this for the testing, correct? So for example, a product which is very much used during the let's say that particular festive season, if you change your pin code of the delivery, some additional products will come into the display screen. But when you change the product code, sorry, your pin code to some other city, then those products which are more prevalent into that festive season, that will come on the top rows of your screen, or top rows of your search, correct? Which means they what they've done, I think, is very similar to जो Nancy या कोई पहले बोलता कि जो behavior pattern होता है वो सबको study करके they try and factor that, which is more of a data analytics piece. But they also look at the cultural side as well, कि आपका जो पिन कोड है वो पिन कोड किस कल्चरल सेगमेंट से टैग किया हुआ है बेसिस द डेटा एनालिसिस, एंड उसके बेसिस पे कौन सा प्रोडक्ट ऊपर या नीचे से. अभी नॉर्दर्न पार्ट में दिवाली बिकम्स अगेन, दिवाली अगेन मुंबई में भी है, बट so basis those festive, those unique cultural things and those different diversification, they depending upon the city from which you're ordering or city in which you want to deliver, वो products का priority और the products की range change हो जाती है. So that's again a social or cultural lifestyle. This is the same point जो आपने बोला. Technological में हमारा बात हो गया. Economic factors, anything on the economic factors. More will be discussed about spending, employment, economic activity. Anything else on this? So e-commerce contributes a significant size to the Indian economic GDP. So that's also an economic factor, because अगर आप e-commerce, let's assume X percentage contribute करता है, so I think it's still in the single digit. E-commerce still contributes less than 10% to the GDP. But if they contribute an X percentage, single digit number, then again that's an economic factor. Okay. Last, any other point that any of you want to add before we move further? So this is pestle. Legal हमने बात किया. E is last. E is environment. हमने environment बात किया, banning of plastic and stuff like this. Technology में another point is distribution network. Correct, your logistics, your supply chain. So for example, Amazon पे आपने देखा होगा, Amazon, Flipkart, the moment your product gets, you place an order, you can track your order. आज outer place हुआ, कल shipment के लिए packing phase में है, and then it is out, then it's delivered, and stuff like this, correct? So which means वो technology के बिना वो possible नहीं है कि आप वो status track कर सके. In the earlier days, आप product आज place करते थे, उसमें दिखता delivery date 4 दिन के बाद. You don't know what's happening between these 4 days, right? या तो उसमें ordered or delivered, यही 2 segment आते थे, right? Now you can see ordered, movement, packing and stuff like this. So what track कर सकते? That's again a technological point. Anything else on pestle? Okay. So this we've discussed. So अलग-अलग industry का अलग example है. We've taken e-commerce. अगर आपको किसी और industry का देखना है तो यहाँ पे examples हैं, वो आप देख सकते हैं for your convenience. But अच्छा, मैंने आपको शायद बोला भी था, correct? Did I told you to select a one particular company? Guys? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
In the last class, did I requested you to select your individual companies?
Yes, sir.
यस सर, आपने बोला था कि आप एक कंपनी सिलेक्ट करो, उसके ऊपर फोर्ट डालने थे एंड ये पोर्टर का जो है वो लिख करो, जॉट डाउन करो पॉइंट्स.
ठीक है, अगर आपने कर लिया है तो अच्छी बात है, नहीं किया तो भी अच्छी बात है फॉर यू. ठीक है, उसमें आप पेस्टल भी ऐड कर दीजिए. अब अगर आपने सॉर्ट और बिजनेस मॉडल कर लिया तो स्टार्ट यूजिंग द पेस्टल एज वेल. While doing any query, any thing that you're not able to sort out, or any point where you're stuck, feel free to ask. Next is the competitive advantage. Now, what do you mean competitive advantage? Competitive advantage means कुछ आप कर सकते हो जो आप कॉम्पिटिटर नहीं कर पा रहा, या आप उसको 10 रुपीज में अचीव कर रहे हो, आपको कॉम्पिटिटर को 12 रुपीज लगता है. So that's called as competitive advantage. What you can do, you're able to do something better than your competitors, and that's your advantage. So broadly ये जो advantage है दो category में fall करता है. Either on the cost, set with a different color marker. ये broadly दो category में fall करता है. So one is the cost, another is a differentiation. So let's take an example of differentiation. So let's assume we're talking about you're traveling and you want to stay for a couple of days, so you're looking for a hotel. So let's assume Taj Hotel. So now we know the Taj hotels are not in terms of the lowest in the price, right? They will not give you the best price, but they are not known for the price. They are known for the differentiation, correct? The differentiation in terms of experience, in terms of service that they will create will be far different, correct? So their competitive advantage is on this side, differentiation. So, and that's very applicable to all luxury or products like any luxury car, stuff like this will fall into this category because they will try and take a differentiation through this piece. But when you look at the products like a brand like Maruti, Oyo, it's in a hotel segment, they will try and give you this, correct? Okay, least price. Correct? They're not known too much about differentiation, but they want to give something value for money. Value for money means इतने पैसे में आपको अच्छी डील मिल रही है. That is the way you will look at those transactions. ठीक है. So ये दो एडवांटेज, दो सोर्सेज होते हैं कॉम्पिटिटिव एडवांटेज के. आप प्राइस में खेलो, which means मेरा आप मार्केट में जाके बोलते हो कि मेरा प्रोडक्ट सबसे सस्ता है ये, ठीक है, इट्स द बेस्ट, इट्स द लोएस्ट प्राइस, ठीक है. और फॉर एग्जांपल यू गो टू वेजिटेबल सेलर को आप बोलते हो भैया ये तो आप 100 रुपीज केजी एप्पल दे रहे हो, एंड द पर्सन कम्स बैक एंड रिस्पॉन्ड्स टू यू, हाँ मैम मेरा ये 100 रुपीज केजी है, बट ये इस मार्केट में बेस्ट एप्पल, आप किसी को भी चेक कर लो, मैं महंगा दे रहा हूँ बट बेस्ट दे रहा हूँ. if this is the response, if this is the strategy, then you're looking at the competitive advantage of differentiation. Okay, same if that shopkeeper tells you, ma'am, this is the lowest price, कम price पे आपको नहीं मिलेगा, then don't look for the quality, correct? You don't need to think too much about the quality piece, because then you're somebody who's driving more from the pricing perspective. So ये those sources होते हैं competitive advantage के, pricing and differentiation. Any questions on this?
Are these points not interrelated? Because when a product is differentiated, it will automatically demand a higher price. So for say if a product is unique, or if there is less number of sellers for that product, then automatically that will demand a higher, it will have a higher price for it, for the customers, right? So
But as a manufacturer,
these 2 points it seems like they are interrelated.
They are interrelated, but as a seller, you need to distinguish in which segment or which point you want to make your priority. It's a ranking. You want to be the best in the market from a quality perspective, or you want to be a leader from a cost pricing perspective. Okay? This is not कि कौन सा सही है कौन सा गलत है, but अगर आप बोलते हो कि मेरे को बेस्ट क्वालिटी दे रहा है, of course it's practical logical कि आप बेस्ट क्वालिटी दे रहे हो, बट आपका प्राइस भी सबसे लोएस्ट हो जाए. ऐसा थोड़ा हो सकता है. अगर कोई ऐसा बोल रहा है मेरी क्वालिटी भी बेस्ट है, मेरा प्राइस भी सबसे कम है, वो आपको बेवकूफ बना रहा है. Because you need to accept that fact. For a higher quality you will pay, unless the seller is paying from his or her pocket.
I was just trying to relate this to basically that grocery shops, the DMart. I was trying to relate this to DMart, and so DMart also brought up this unique model of everything under the one umbrella, and then it basically tried to capture the market slowly and gradually. So here the cost was the main factor they bet on, but at the same time the quality that we get there is reasonably good, not bad as well.
That's
So
a differentiation. That's the difference. You yourself is saying the primary factor is the cost. Of course, if they give you the lowest cost, but the product is of no use, you will not go to buy it. But the quality is decent, which means okay for you at the lowest price. That's the way they drive, or they attract the customer, correct? Vis-a-vis if DMart says कि हमारा प्राइस सबसे बड़ा, बट ये दाल या जो भी प्रोडक्ट है इसका ये बेस्ट प्राइस है, करेक्ट? Sorry, best quality है. So then they fall into this category of the second category, which is this is one, this is second, and then they are not talking about the pricing part.
okay,
They are stores, correct? They are grocery stores which says कि हम organic चीज दे रहे हैं आपको, ये बेस्ट क्वालिटी है, बेस्ट न्यूट्रिएंट वैल्यू, बट उसका प्राइस ऊपर चला रहा है, तो वो कॉस्ट में बात नहीं करते. आप उसको बोलो कि भैया ये दाल डीमार्ट में तो 50 रुपीज केजी मिल रही है, आप 200 रुपीज केजी क्यों दे रहे हैं दाल? वो बोलता है कि ऑर्गेनिक है, आपको दिखाएगा उसके इंग्रेडिएंट्स पर, टेस्ट के कंडीशन दिखाएगा, देखो ये टेस्ट है, ऑर्गेनिक है. And that's the differentiation that they're trying to do. Simple example,
okay.
Maruti 800 Alto, ठीक है, 2 लाख 2.5 लाख की कार, ठीक है. We're looking at Mercedes C class, it goes into the range of 28 lakh 27 lakh, correct? वहां से स्टार्ट हो रही है. दोनों ही कार है, करेक्ट? दोनों में 4 टायर्स लगे हैं, दोनों आपको एक जगह दूसरी जगह जाने में हेल्प कर रही है. बट when you start looking at the brand like this, Mercedes, your driving factor is about the experience or luxury or the service or the comfort, correct? You're not thinking too much of the pricing part of it. So the manufacturer knows that there are two customers in the market. One who is a price sensitive customer. For that they will attract this piece. And there's another customer in the segment who is a quality sensitive customer. ठीक है?
Yeah, got it.
So I want you to do one activity. So I want each of you, I will give you a couple of minutes. I want you to think of two examples. So four examples, two that you believe is the player who's working in the first strategy, and two examples that according to you the players or the manufacturer is working in the second strategy. दोनों के दो दो एग्जाम्पल चाहिए. नाउ आई विल पिक एंड चूज एंड रैंडम में फोर्स करूंगा आपको आंसर करने को, बिकॉज आई थिंक सम पीपल डोंट स्पीक. ठीक है? सो आई विल नाउ पिक एंड चूज एंड फोर्स यू टू share your thoughts. So I want you to think of two examples of cost side or pricing side और टू ऑन द डिफरेंशिएशन साइड. जो मैंने एग्जांपल डिस्कस कर लिया, जो आप लोगों ने अभी तक डिस्कस होगा, वो आप दोबारा नहीं रिपीट कर सकते. ठीक है? सो फोर एग्जांपल चाहिए, 4 ही मिनट्स आपको दे रहा हूँ. या वेट. हाँ जी. शिवांग. शिवांग. Shivang, you there? Hello, am I audible, guys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Radha?
Yes. So for like differentiation, we can go like the brand Skechers. Like you get the best shoes, but they are expensive. And again, luxuries like the makeup brands like MAC and Maybelline. And if we go for cost, then we have like Tata cars. They are affordable. That's all.
Okay. Sneha? Sneha?
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, you'd already discussed about DMart, but DMart Jaisa hi, there is a food bazaar which is quite reasonable, and Godrej and Food Hall. These are two brands which are quite premium brands. Like when I go shopping there, as you rightly said, like organic products होते हैं, and they will not see कि अगर अंडे 20 रुपए के मिल रहे हैं, 40 रुपए के मिल रहे हैं. So in Godrej I pay like 120 rupees for 6 eggs. So, as you had mentioned, they won't compromise on quality, but, they are not like they are cost sensitive. And one more example is like shirts. So you have shirts of Raymond's as well, which are like, normal, middle class can afford. And then there's a brand which is like 2 years old brand, which is launched. I don't know if it's there in Delhi, but in Bombay, it's called Bombay Shirt Company. So वहाँ पे you will get shirts worth starting from 4,000 to 50,000 as well. So basically people go there. It's an experience to get a shirt made there. I mean the fabric, the buttons, I mean the selection, the way they make you feel is an experience in itself. Like, compared to where you go and just pick up a Louis Philippe or Raymond.
So over there they give you customized, so you can pick and choose your preference, and you can also get your
Correct.
initials. So what I did, my initials can get printed on the cufflinks, stuff like this. So वो आपको customize करा सकते हो आप कि आप collar पे or on the let's say pocket of your shirt you can get your initials printed or whatever. So yes, so those fall in the category of differentiation. And any other brands falls into that category of then cost differentiation. ठीक है. Anybody else want to share any other example before we move further?
No. Yeah, okay, yeah. So in cosmetics, there is a brand, Forest Essentials. Okay. So they are like it's quite expensive. Like the serum bottle, I pay like 4,000, 5,000. And they say that, the quality of the serum is so good कि if I pick up a normal serum from a local store and vis-a-vis a serum which I've got from Forest Essentials, I can see the difference in my skin. But of course it's a luxury Ayurveda brand. So they have factory outlets. It's made in Uttarakhand or somewhere. They have factories there because वहाँ पे it's more close to nature, right? So that is one example. And same you can say is Kama Ayurveda. This is one more brand which is less priced than Forest Essentials and which also gives good results. Vis-a-vis a normal serum which I buy from a local store. So that you can see the difference in your skin within few days of using the products.
So the important point is that you need to understand that a manufacturer who is very clear on either of these is generally get a success. Somebody who is trying to get both together is generally creates a problem. Because you can't have the combination of the best quality as well as the lowest price. The moment you start doing this, you're trying to fool yourself, or you're trying to fool the customer through some marketing strategy or through whatever, discount or whatever. You need to be upfront, at least in your head, that am I something who wants to win the customer on the quality, or am I want to win the customer on the price?
Correct, correct. And you know, sir, the serum and all, which I'm talking about, these forest ascension tama, उनका smell ही इतना वो होता है ना अजीब, that you will feel that yes, it's herb. You know, I mean, it's not that they are faking it, because वो smell ही is so authentically herbal, Ayurvedic, that लगता ही है कि yes, it's Ayurvedic. You know.
Okay. Okay. So I think that's competitive advantage. Any question before we move further? So never you can have a combination of these. You should try and always avoid, if the question comes in the interview, that competitive advantage can be achieved through a combination of these two. That's not something that you should get in. Okay, next. Now, getting the competitive advantage is one thing. So, for example, when a product produced here, which is best in the quality, that's one piece. Sustaining this for a long time, that's another piece, and this is more difficult, correct? आपने one time एक product बना दिया जो best quality में है, but to ensure कि आपको competitor उसको achieve नहीं कर पाए, या आप अपने competitor से हमेशा आगे रहो, ahead रहो, वो एक piece है जो आपको ensure करता है competitive advantage आपके पास long run में रहेगा. Otherwise, if you create something which is best, either in the price, either in the quality, and your competitor matches this or competitor defeats you, then your competitive advantage goes away. Okay, so creation of competitive advantage is one. Okay, achieving, which in this slide is called as achieving, जिसको मैं creation बोल रहा हूँ. And then once you do that, then sustaining it for a longer period of time is that something which is another part of the strategy. This we've done. So we've done e-commerce के ऊपर. We discussed Porter, we discussed SWOT, and we discussed Pestle. So that's something that we discussed. So next is BCG matrix. So didn't get into this. Yeah. BCG matrix. Before I move further, any questions before I move to BCG? Any questions, queries?
Hello. Hello, Rahul.
Something you're audible.
राहुल ऑडिबल ये सर ऑडिबल नहीं है शायद ना.
नहीं सर ऑडिबल नहीं है.
Hello, am I audible now? Hello.
Yes, sir, you are
Yes.
audible. Yeah.
Oh, okay. My mic got into the mute mode. I don't know. I was not able to enable that. So PCG matrix. Yeah. So let me get in this slide. Yeah. इस पर थोड़ा सा कॉन्सेप्ट समझाता हूँ इसका, ठीक है. Now BCG matrix. ये आपका y एक्सिस है, ये आपका x एक्सिस है, ठीक है. x एक्सिस पे है मार्केट शेयर. मार्केट शेयर आप समझते हैं क्या होता है? जैसे मैं कहता हूँ, जैसे मारुति का 20% मार्केट शेयर, यानी अगर 100 कार्स बिकती हैं तो उसमें से 20 मारुति बेचती. दैट इज व्हाट यू मीन बाय मार्केट शेयर. ठीक है, ठीक है. नाउ मार्केट ग्रोथ का क्या मतलब है? मार्केट ग्रोथ का मतलब है कि दिस इंडस्ट्री इज ग्रोइंग एट अ रेट ऑफ 40%, 30%. की इंडस्ट्री में क्या ग्रोथ रेट हो रहा है. तो ये दो वेरिएबल्स पहले आप लोगों को समझ आ गए या कोई डाउट बिफोर आई गो ऑन द ग्राफ? मार्केट शेयर का मतलब क्या है वो आपको समझ आना चाहिए. मार्केट ग्रोथ का मतलब क्या है वो आपको समझ आना चाहिए. आई विल पॉज हियर फॉर 10 सेकंड. कुछ क्वेश्चन है तो पूछो.
So market share is your dominance in the market, right?
Yeah, dominance in the market. It may not be dominance. It is your position in the market, because you might not be dominant player. So let's assume you might have 5% market share and somebody else have more than 5%. So you might not be holding the biggest player, but yes, market share means आपका total size, आपका contribution to total size कितना है. अगर 100 रुपीज की टोटल सेल्स होती है और आप 10 रुपीज की सेल करते हो तो आपका 10% मार्केट शेयर है. So in case no questions further, so now अब मार्केट शेयर के मैट्रिक्स ऐसे बने, देखो ये 4 मैट्रिक्स हैं, 4 बॉक्सेस में कन्वर्ट हुआ है। इसको अगर मैं आपको समझाऊं तो ऐसे देखो, अब अगर आपका मार्केट शेयर हाई है और ग्रोथ लो है तो आप बन जाते हो कैश काउ। ठीक है, इज दिस क्लियर? ना कैश काउ का मतलब क्या है? जैसे जैसे कि एक ऐसा प्रोडक्ट और ऐसी इंडस्ट्री जिसमें ज्यादा ग्रोथ नहीं है। ग्रोथ नहीं का मतलब आपको फ्यूचर में बहुत ज्यादा पैसा इन्वेस्ट करने की जरूरत नहीं है, वो चल रहा है ठीक ठाक चलता जाएगा अपनी स्टडी रेट पे। बहुत ज्यादा ग्रोथ की जरूरत, बहुत ज्यादा ग्रोथ नहीं है इसलिए बहुत ज्यादा इन्वेस्टमेंट की जरूरत नहीं है। आपको इन्वेस्टमेंट कहाँ करनी पड़ती है? इन्वेस्टमेंट कहाँ करनी पड़ती है? जहाँ पे ग्रोथ होने का चांस ज्यादा हो, जहाँ इन्वेस्टमेंट, जहाँ ग्रोथ करने का चांस, जहाँ डिसेंट चलता रहेगा चलता रहेगा चलता रहेगा, वहां पे आपको इन्वेस्टमेंट करने की जरूरत नहीं होती है। करेक्ट? सो एक ऐसा बिजनेस है, ऐसी एक इंडस्ट्री जहाँ पे आपका मार्केट शेयर हाई है, यानी आप सबसे बड़े प्लेयर हो, या आपका साइज बहुत बड़ा है और ग्रोथ उस सेगमेंट में, इंडस्ट्री में ज्यादा नहीं है, तो आपको बहुत सारा पैसा री इन्वेस्टमेंट करने की जरूरत नहीं है। आप उस बिजनेस से पैसा निकाले कहीं और डाइवर्ट कर सकते हो, इसलिए वो कैश काउ है। काउ क्या करती है? आप काउ को बेसिक फीड करते जाओ, वो आपको मिल्क देगी, और वो मिल्क अपने लिए, मतलब अपने लिए एंड उस मिल्क से उसको जो चीज चाहिए वो बहुत बेसिक चाहिए होता है। ठीक है, उसके बाद जो मैं एक बचा हुआ मिल्क है, लेकिन सेल दिस इन द मार्केट, दैट इज द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ कैश काउ। I will pause here. Any doubt on the point number 1? So this cash cow becomes 1.
सर ये थोड़ा पॉइंट रिपीट कर सकते हैं, स्पेशली द हाई एंड लो थिंग।
यस सर, ये थोड़ा रिपीट करो सर, मुझे भी थोड़ा।
Okay. So in case no question of the first, let's take second. Now second is the
सर
start.
सर ये पॉइंट
Yeah,
थोड़ा रिपीट करो। हाँ, कैश।
पॉइंट 1 स्पेशली हाई एंड लो।
अगर आपका मार्केट शेयर ज्यादा है और आपको उस बिजनेस में वापस री इन्वेस्टमेंट करने की जरूरत नहीं है क्योंकि ग्रोथ कम है, तो इसका मतलब उस बिजनेस से पैसा आएगा या उस बिजनेस में पैसा और लगाना है?
आएगा सर।
आएगा तो कैश का हो गया। अगर काव आपको मिल्क देती है, आप उसको बेसिक फीड करते जाओ, आपको मिल्क देती जाएगी। वैसे ही वो बिजनेस है, आप उसको बेसिक फीड करते जाओ, बहुत ज्यादा पैसा लगाने की जरूरत नहीं, वो आपको पैसा देती जाएगी।
अंडरस्टूड सर, थैंक यू।
Now next is star. So next is star. Star is कि मेरा मार्केट शेयर हाई है और ग्रोथ भी हाई है, यानी इस बिजनेस में पैसा लगाना पड़ेगा उस ग्रोथ को लाने के लिए, उस ग्रोथ को एक्सप्लॉइट करने के लिए। सो आइडली क्या होता है, कैश काउ से पैसा, ये एरो गलत है, उल्टा होना चाहिए, कैश काउ से पैसा डाइवर्ट किया जाता है स्टार की तरफ। पॉइंट 1 एंड 2 में कोई डाउट है तो पूछिए।
Sir? Sir, you there? I'm audible.
Yes, you're audible.
I thought sir is not. Sir, you are not audible to us.
Hello. Any question in first and second?
In first, cash cow.
Yeah.
सर बेसिकली यहाँ पर हमारी इंटरप्रिटेशन ये रहेगी कि हाई हमने इन्वेस्टमेंट की एंड लो हम लोगों को रिटर्न मिला.
ये कैश का होगा. बढ़िया. मैं डिलीट नहीं कर रहा जो मार्कअप्स हैं. कैश का होगा मतलब है जिसका मार्केट शेयर हाई है. मार्केट शेयर हाई है.
यस.
रेवेन्यू पॉजिटिव बट उसको ज्यादा कॉस्ट की जरूरत नहीं है. ज्यादा पैसे की सपोर्ट की जरूरत नहीं है. चल जाएगा अपने आप. और मार्केट शेयर लो है.
एंड इन द केस ऑफ स्टार जितना हम लोग इन्वेस्टमेंट करेंगे उससे कहीं ज्यादा हम लोगों को वहां पर रिटर्न मिलेगा. राइट.
रिटर्न मिलने का फ्यूचर पोटेंशियल है.
ये चांसेस है.
उस चांसेस को कन्वर्ट करने के लिए इन्वेस्टमेंट हाई है. जैसे मैं आपको जैसे अगर आपको मैं कहूँ कि लेट्स अज्यूम ई कॉमर्स है. फ्यूचर में ई कॉमर्स वुड बी द गो टू गो मॉडल. करेक्ट. सब कुछ ई कॉमर्स में आ जाएगा. बट उसके लिए आपको सर्वर बनाना, ऐप बनाना, वो जो ग्रोथ होने वाले उसको एक्सपीरियंस कर, उसको अपना प्रॉफिट बनाने के लिए कहीं तो इन्वेस्टमेंट करोगे. बिना इन्वेस्टमेंट करे तो नहीं आ जाएगा ना वो टेक्नोलॉजी. वो फीचर ग्रोथ ज्यादा है बट आपको इन्वेस्टमेंट करोगे तो ग्रोथ हाथ में आएगी आपके.
थैंक यू सर.
So are you there?
Yeah. So first and second done.
Yes.
Third है क्वेश्चन मार्क. क्वेश्चन मार्क अब ध्यान इसमें थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है ये. क्वेश्चन मार्क इज जहां आपका मार्केट शेयर यानी आपकी अभी से हालत खराब है, यानी आप बहुत छोटू से प्लेयर हो, ठीक है, और फ्यूचर में ग्रोथ बहुत ज्यादा है. अगर आपको वो ग्रोथ से प्रॉफिट कमाना है तो आपको बहुत बड़ा इन्वेस्टमेंट करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि आप ऑलरेडी बहुत छोटे से प्लेयर हो. यस और नो?
Yes, sir. Right.
Can you repeat this?
नाउ लेट्स टेक एन एग्जांपल. जैसे अब हम ई कॉमर्स की बात करें, माने आप बहुत छोटे से प्लेयर हो, आप एक अपनी सोसाइटी में, आपने एक अपने व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पे, अपनी सोसाइटी पे व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पे आपने 50, 20, 30 जो भी सोसाइटीज में मेंबर्स होंगे उनको आपने व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पे ऐड करा और बोला कि कुछ भी चाहिए हो, एक ग्रोसरी जो है मैं आपको डिलीवर कर सकता हूँ. सो यू डन वेरी स्मॉल पीस ऑफ इट. नाउ लेट्स फ्यूचर में आपको पता है ई कॉमर्स बढ़ाना, तो आपको अपनी सोसाइटी से बाहर जाना है, आपको मुंबई कवर करना है, दिल्ली कवर करना है, इंडिया, तो आपको एक बहुत बड़े इन्वेस्टमेंट की जरूरत है, करेक्ट, इन टर्म्स ऑफ ऐप, इन टर्म्स ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी, इन टर्म्स ऑफ लॉजिस्टिक, इन टर्म्स ऑफ डिलीवरी बॉयज. हाँ या ना? तो वो एक क्वेश्चन मार्क है. आपको करना है कि नहीं करना, और वो सक्सेस होगा कि नहीं होगा, वो अपने में क्वेश्चन मार्क हो जाता है. ये सब यहाँ सबसे ज्यादा रिस्क होता है और सबसे ज्यादा पैसा इन्वेस्टमेंट की जरूरत होती है. Now next is a dog. Dog is कि आप उस मार्केट में छोटू से हो, कोई वैल्यू नहीं है आपकी, बहुत छोटे से प्लेयर हो, और फ्यूचर भी कुछ नहीं है उसका. तो आप ऑलरेडी छोटे हो, उसका फ्यूचर भी कुछ नहीं है, सो देयर इज नो पॉइंट ऑफ डूइंग एनीथिंग. तो इसको किल कर देते हैं, यानी इस मार्केट से एग्जिट करते हो, और जो पैसा आता है वो फिर आप या तो स्टार पे लेके जाते हो. अगर स्टार नहीं होता तो क्वेश्चन मार्क में लेके जाना नहीं जाना वो आपको डिसाइड करना होता है कि वो रिस्की बिजनेस होता है. ठीक है. सो एक बार ये देख लीजिए दोनों ये स्लाइड्स. दिस इज स्टार, पढ़ लीजिए, बहुत सिंपल है. कैश का तो मैंने दो ही बताई थी. अभी डॉग देखिए. डॉग प्रोडक्ट इज इन लो ग्रोथ, डिक्लाइनिंग मार्केट शेयर, ज्यादा पैसा आ नहीं रहा, ऑलरेडी लॉस में है आप लोग. अगर इसको ठीक ठाक करना तो ह्यूज पैसे की जरूरत है, ह्यूज इन्वेस्टमेंट, इसलिए आप अवॉइड कर दो. चलो किल करो, एग्जिट करो, बाहर आ जाओ. एंड देन क्वेश्चन मार्क भी देख लेते हैं. क्वेश्चन मार्क, इसको कुछ बुक्स में प्रॉब्लम चाइल्ड भी बोलते हैं. ठीक है. लो मार्केट शेयर है, पैसे की जरूरत है, नेगेटिव कैश फ्लो, फ्यूचर है बट क्वेश्चन है, रिस्क है. ठीक है. आपको हमेशा कंफ्यूज रहते हो, शुड आई स्पेंड और नॉट, शुड आई स्पेंड और नॉट, शुड आई स्पेंड और नॉट, एंड दैट्स द रिस्क. ठीक है. सो दिस इज BCG. हाँ जी, आई विल गिव यू अ मिनट, एब्जॉर्ब कर लो, कुछ पूछना है तो पूछो.
I wanted to check on the dog standard, wherein we are investing. There is a huge capital investment requirement because we have low market share. To increase that, we will require money,
Yeah.
and
It doesn't.
the growth is low.
Growth is low, and hence from a strategy perspective it does not make too much of sense to invest too much. Hence ideal strategy is exit.
But yeah, that is okay. The low. Yeah. Okay.
आप कहाँ इन्वेस्ट करना चाहोगे नैन्सी? आप वहाँ इन्वेस्ट करना चाहोगे एज अ बिजनेस
जहाँ पे ग्रोथ ज्यादा है.
करेक्ट.
There's a possibility of increase in the market share. यहाँ पर growth ही नहीं है तो market share कैसे increase होगा?
अगर करना भी है तो बहुत खर्चा हो जाएगा.
Okay, it doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah. So that is what we do. So this tool helps you to decide from a strategy perspective. Exactly. Okay. Chale. Any question before we close on this 4 pieces? So cash cow, star. हम कल भी इसका थोड़ा recap करेंगे. But it will take some time to go. कल मैं इनफैक्ट इस पे case study भी कराऊंगा एक. We'll take Mahindra का case study tomorrow to understand this more.
Yes, sir.
बट एज अ कंसेप्चुअल लेवल अभी मैंने इसे जानबूझ के इसको ऐसे प्लेस किया कि आपको आज ये बेसिक करके यू गेट टाइम टू absorb this and कल वी डू दिस इन केस स्टडी सो दैट यू गेट अ डे टू absorb and look at this. ठीक है. एनी क्वेश्चन गाइस बिफोर वी क्लोज? कुछ पूछना? चलिए ठीक है. इन केस नो we'll continue this tomorrow. ठीक है. चलिए. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.